Welcome back to Brother, Sister, Whatever, the micro podcast for Gen Xers navigating midlife, connection, and everything in between. So, today we're going to talk about something a lot of people feel but rarely admit loneliness. Let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
Why does everyone why are we lonely? Are we lonely?
I mean, how do you know this? Are you lonely?
I'm lonely. When do you feel the most lonely?
I have maybe little pockets. I've always had this attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I have friends out there, they're gonna hate me for this. But I said if I have friends out there. So I have always been focused in my work, and I know that's not exactly healthy. It's probably ways to kind of stay safe, so to speak. But there might be like little moments or pockets where I'm kind of like, oh, that's a nice little friendship going on over there. I wish I had a little friendship like that.
Yeah.
And then I get a taste of a friendship like that, and then I'm like, oh, the fuck do I have this friendship?
Really?
You know?
What is it? Okay, so
I
I
think
need to dissect this. What is it specifically that irks you?
I think I don't know. Maybe it's a common denominator thing. Maybe I'm the problem, but I feel like I just don't have time for people's problems.
Mm,
And as much as I would like to help them, I help people every day in my line of work,
mm-hmm,
even though it might sound like I don't because of what I do.
mm-hmm.
It is 100% you are a psychologist in this line of work. You have people crying on your shoulder, you have people, all of those things. So
It's definitely a service.
yeah,
Yes.
so I don't know, I just every time I try to develop some kind of friendship, I'm usually regretting it.
Okay, so are you lonely?
No.
You're not lonely.
I mean, I guess describe lonely, because I have other outlets that make it not lonely for me.
Okay.
You
What are
know,
those outlets?
well, like I have my hobbies,
Okay.
right? So I have games, and on games I'll play with some
Mm-hmm.
people, and this and that. So there's still that social aspect. Believe it or not, I'm not lonely because of how many clients message me every day
Mm-hmm.
and ask me for this or ask for my help or that or this. So I'm, I feel fulfilled, I think. I
Okay.
mean, and
Well, then, that's great.
yeah, I guess, I don't know.
That's a good thing.
Also, I don't know. Like, I think that, I don't know. This is just my take, because if I feel lonely, which again, though, there's those gaps where sometimes, I look at that, go, oh, that would be nice, but like aside from those gaps, I think that if you are lonely overall,
Mm-hmm.
it means that there's something inside
Missing.
you, that's not in sync.
Okay.
There's something that is affecting you, and you need to figure that out, and then you can be maybe a better version with a friend or something. And maybe that's part of why I don't like to have friends, or I don't, not that I don't like, but just it doesn't work. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I'm still working on things with myself, and I'm fine with that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna just for the hell of it, do a quick Google search for if I could find fucking Google. Jesus. Chrome. Here we go. Okay. Definition of lonely. No. Yes. Okay, so specific dictionary definition of lonely is sad because one has no friends or company. It could mean without companions, solitary. Loneliness is an emotional state that arises from not having the desired sufficient meaningful connections with others.
Hmm.
So what you're saying then essentially is that
I have connections with people all the time.
you have connections with people all the time, and you're not lacking in that department.
Yeah. You know, it's just, I guess my definition of friend is different. When I
Okay.
think of friend,
Yeah.
I think of someone basically that I'm talking to every day,
Okay.
you know, that we see each other at least on a monthly basis,
Okay.
you know, where we're kind of interconnected with everything, you know, which is what I see where when I say like, oh, that would be nice if I had a little bit of that, like, you know, the guys get together for the football game on Sundays,
Yes.
or you know, they get together and they have a beer football league,
Yep.
or whatever, you know, like those are in my eyes friends,
Yes.
you know. And it's not to say that what I have are not friends, it's just it's a different, like,
It's a different picture.
yeah, it's a different picture.
Yeah.
So like they're friends, but it's not those friends.
It's not that. Yes. But so that's the type of friendship. It's not the lack of friends. It's
Yeah,
the type of friendship.
I guess.
Because I can understand where you're coming from. The thing is I have friends and I have different groups of friends where, especially like pre-kids, you know, um, where it was like where you could go out drinking every once in a while with your friends and stuff like that. Like I had the drinking friends, like the fun ones, you know, that like you would only really call if you wanted to go out. And then you had the one, you know, the one or two really close friends that you tell everything to and trust them no matter what, like your ride or dies. And then you have like the work comrades, and then so, you know, like I feel like I have those um pretty well defined and separate worlds
Yeah.
in terms of friends.
Yeah.
But I agree with what you're saying. I have also looked at other on the outside at some people where they're together almost all the time. Their kids interact all the time. They're in, you know, like uh, they're at each other's houses almost like several times a week, like those things. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think, wow, like that must be really awesome. Like I wish I could have something like that. And then just like you, the introvert in me
Yeah.
gets automatically almost turned off by it because it's like that's too much.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what though? Yeah, and you know what though? Just you mentioning all of that,
Yeah.
it does spark, you know, theoretically,
Yeah.
if I in the category, you know, I guess technically I have two.
Okay.
It's true, you know. I have one that's like a mentor who I mean through thick and thin, you know, and probably talk about everything. So there is that. It's true. And then I have another one who is just like always there, you know, if needed.
Yeah.
Whatever the situation is. So I guess technically I do have that, you know. I guess it's just weird why I don't put them in a friend category. Would it, because you know why I think?
Why?
I think it's because I put them in the family category.
Oh, okay.
No, but really, like, you know, it's like family. You know, it's like what I would do if I came to see mom and dad. And I'm like, hey, this happened.
Like you don't have to get through like the little.
Yeah. So I guess that might be it. Actually, you know what? Now I think of it, that might be it. It's because I don't correlate that as a friendship. You know, for me, a friendship is more. I mean, it's not the right word, but like fake in some ways. It's more like, I don't know, you know, it's not the same thing in my eyes. I don't know.
See, I feel lonely sometimes. And then I remind myself that there's a difference between being alone. Like I'm never alone. So technically, like I'm always with or surrounded by people, really, at the end of the day. But I do feel lonely sometimes, and it's usually when I'm like, okay, it's time for me to like reach out to a friend and like go on a dinner date or something. You know what I mean? Like I need that part of my cup filled up. Because it doesn't, I'm not somebody that needs to have that every day or every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's funny.
And so,
You just sparked something else. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's true.
yeah,
True. You know, it hasn't been in many years, but I used to have two friends where once a month we went out for dinner, you know, and we would just shoot the shit.
yeah.
How's it going? I have to admit, that was something that I was looking forward to.
Mm.
But again, I don't know if it's a funny category to me, because I guess I interpret a friendship as like you're seeing them more than like once a month, you know. But to me, it felt so perfect. Like once a month was great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess maybe that's the introvert in me, you know, like we were
Introvert
talking
too, but
about.
also you've got a busy, like, listen, I don't work the kind of work that you do.
Well, now you do with the
Well,
podcast.
yeah, I guess, but I don't necessarily put in the kind of hours that you do with your job, but we've both got kids, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? We've got relationships, like work, kids. It's and like I mean, it just goes.
For
You know what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah.
So I agree with you. Like that month, like once a month, being able to like connect to somebody outside of that little world,
Mm.
like really just gives me like joy and fills up my cup so I'm not feeling lonely.
Yeah.
Right. And really at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what category of like friendship or family or whatever, it's the value that it brings you.
For
right.
sure. Yeah.
So
Well, and yeah, I mean, there's so much value in those things, like even just perspective,
mhm.
right? I don't know how many times I had a perspective and going on, like, for example, one of those monthly dinner dates with my friends, and I explain a perspective I have, and I hear two different perspectives, and I'm just kind of like, huh,
yeah,
I never looked at it like that.
yeah,
That makes a lot of sense, you know? Because you remember, we're always our worst critic. And so I
yes,
think having those friendships also helps with the fact that not only are you not feeling lonely, but in some ways maybe you're also feeling a little kind of validated, and you know, you get a little taste of everything.
yes,
So
yeah,
mm,
yeah. And also like getting out, like getting out of your own little like bubble, right?
mm,
Like because there's also another person that's having a whole life and experiencing things and like
yeah, and being able to
having
help them.
exactly,
Of course.
exactly.
If you leave that friend dinner date feeling shittier, then obviously, you know, that shouldn't happen again,
Yeah.
right?
Have you ever felt like that?
Of Well, yeah, of
Mm.
course. Of course, it was only near the tail end
Yes.
when it was already going to shit.
Okay.
When like I started saying to myself, like, I need to get away from this guy. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I have felt that way over the years about in different situations, you know, and for different reasons with different people.
Mm.
Yeah.
What are you
It
gonna
is what
do?
it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
is
it.
what it is.
That's it. So, what friendships helped you survive your 20s and 30s,
Oh, wow.
if any? Can you remember that far back?
Fuck off. Man, every once in a while you have a zinger, right? Good for you.
And I feel so clever.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yes. I had a friendship, a really good friendship in my 20s. That kind of helped me make it through.
Mm.
You know, a lot of laughs and stuff, but that's also the very same friendship that I had to walk away from because it got toxic after a while. Interestingly enough, you know, I think it's sad, but you can come together for reasons that like you have in common.
Mm-hmm.
And then those things will make you a friendship happen. And over time, one of you can grow and maybe circumstances change and the other one is still there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh yeah, that's old shit. I need
Yeah.
to move. I need to
Yeah.
It
Well,
can't keep being like that.
I mean, I think that is extremely normal,
Yes, it is.
and
But not any less sad.
and it might not even be that they're staying there; they just might be going in a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the biggest thing I learned, whether it's friendship or whatever I
Mhm.
call it,
Yeah.
I think it's the fact that we come together, we extract something, not in a weird way, but like we extract something, they extract something, and either we drift together for a while, and then at some point we go our separate ways. And when that happens, to me, that's not failure, that's just part of the friendship or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like that's how relationships are. You learn something from that relationship, and then you end up moving on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's how I look at it, at least. And it coincides with my beliefs.
Yeah.
So
You want to do some this or that?
sure.
Okay, you go.
All right. Gamers online or friends in real life?
Okay, well, first of all, that should have been a question for you. More like, I'm definitely going to be people like friends in real life.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a gamer, so yeah. I don't know why I had to think about that for a whole 10 seconds. Solitude or company?
Solitude. Talk through it or distract yourself?
I've always been a talk through it person.
Good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
A comfort show or comfort food?
Oh, lately, man, some of the shows have been so good.
I know, but if you were to pick between Dead Boy Detectives and Cheesecake.
Can I do both at the same
No,
time?
you have to pick this or that.
Oh man, I'd probably go for the cheesecake. I mean, hearts to my stomach. Stomach is heart. My stomach is to my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay, one more. Last one.
One close connection or many acquaintances?
Ooh, I'm for the one close connection. Yeah. There's got to be at least one like below the surface connection, Yeah. Anyway. All right, well, that's today's conversation. So tell us, when do you feel the most connected and when do you feel the most alone? Drop your thoughts below and we will see you next Thursday on Brother, Sister, Whatever.
All right, have a good one.
Bye.